You're facing struggles today, and maybe they're physical in nature, emotional, mental. I want to talk just a little bit about the spiritual struggles. It can be a little creepy thinking about, especially because at least I know I'm not an expert on spiritual warfare, but I do put on the armor of God every day. It's a little practice I learned reading a book by Charles Stanley called Winning the War Within. Actually provided a pretty good foundation. And part of that looks at Ephesians chapter 6 when we hear about the armor of God. It was something that I found at a time as a young man dealing with young men problems. Thought, well, if there's a book about winning the war within, might need to check that out. So I did. And there was a section on putting on the armor of God. So that's what we're doing in church right now. And to get started, we took a look at the passage in the end of Matthew's gospel. Jesus meets his disciples after he's already conquered the grave. Now, you know that story, right? Jesus gave his life on a cross. Then on Sunday, he rose from the dead. And he says, after a period of about 40 days, popping up in places here and there, they meet him on the mountain and he says, all authority in heaven and on earth belongs to me. That's the foundation of whatever kind of struggle we're facing in this life, and especially the spiritual struggles. And this pops up, especially if we find ourselves in 12-step recovery groups, that one of the problems that goes unchecked in our life is the spiritual struggle. And the good news, at least for me today, and hoping for you too, is the knowledge that all authority in heaven and on earth right now belongs to Jesus. And he told his students before he ascended to heaven, go now and disciple all people, baptizing them in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Teach them to obey everything I commanded you. Love God, love your neighbors, love your enemies. And he closed with this, be sure of this. Remember, behold, I'm with you always. The one who has all authority in heaven and on earth is with you always until you see his face again.